to the vet? Yeah. Hey, Kenobi, we going to the vet? Who's a good boy? We are going to the vet. They don't really know that yet. Pretty sure they'll be pretty disappointed once they figure out. Well, actually, once we get there, they'll know. But Kenobi isn't feeling well. He has a big open scar right here on his chin, and he's peeing funny. So we're gonna get that checked out, and then Thor's gonna get some heartworm medication. Kenobi's gonna get heartworm medication. And hopefully Kenobi will be feeling better. He had a lot of ticks on him at the cabin. I mean, there's so many ticks in the woods. They like wet, rainy weather, and there's more water than there has been in the last 7 or 8 years. So there's pretty much more ticks than there has been in the last 7 or 8 years, and it is disgusting. So I got him frontline to take care of that problem. No more ticks, but now we just gotta take care of all the other stuff. And I don't know. Thor, you happy dog? Thor, you happy dog? Happy dog! Yes. You nervous little dogs at the vet? Kenobi's actually like, I think he's kind of happy to be here. Sometimes he doesn't feel well, and he knows the vet is a good place for him to go get better. So he's happy. I think he wants to leave though. We're gonna go to the dog park after this. And my phone was ringing. Thor, you a little nervous? There's a cat in the next room that is not having a good time, and Thor's sitting there looking like, please don't let that be me. I hope we're not going there next. And then Kenobi's just chilling. He went outside and they took a pee sample, and he's happy to be back. But I'm posting pictures on my Instagram of Thor and Kenobi at the vet. Ugh, that was my phone, Kenobi. Yes, you're a happy dog. So check out my Instagram, John's Game Channel. It's on Instagram. Find it. All sorts of awesome pet pictures. That'd be terrible. Well, sucks to be those people. I've got the last bag. Anyways, we're at the dog park. We just left the vet. Kenobi's over there. Thor's not gonna leave my side. But Kenobi's actually got an infection. He had some pee in his blood, so that was really bad. But all the tests came back really positive. They think that he just has a bladder infection, which is really, the vet said it's really rare for a dog Kenobi's age, a male dog his age, to get a bladder infection. So we're gonna treat it with some antibiotics, and if it comes back, then we have to go a little bit further and do a little bit more work, like x-rays, or try to do some more tests to find out what's causing the infection. But oh yeah, take a dump, Kenobi. Dumpy, dumpy, dumpy. I hate picking up dog poop. It's like the worst thing ever, but you gotta be responsible. You can't just let some kid come running along, step in a big old Kenobi dookie, because that'd be disgusting. Up, up, up. Thor, get up on the pipe. Up, up, up. Thor, up, up, up. Good boy. Up, come on. Up, up. Good boy. Good boy, Thor. Do you want to go down in there? And Kenobi's peeing. So Kenobi should be feeling better in a couple weeks. We're gonna hang out at the dog park for a little bit. Then I'm gonna go hang out with my brother, and then I'm having dinner with my family tonight, and Nikki. It should be pretty good. And Nikki's birthday is on Thursday, so that should be exciting. Oh, well, would you look at that? It's a quarter. You know what they say, 25 cents saved is 25 cents earned. I just made a quarter. Sweet. I literally just got paid to go to the dog park. I got paid 25 cents. Well, minus the $500 that I just spent at the vet and the gas that I spent to get here. You know, I'm kind of in the hole a little bit, but hey, 25 cents less in the hole. Good boy, Thor. You're just pooping because you want me to pick it up, don't you? He's like, please don't film me while I'm pooping. It's creepy. I'm running from Thor. He's gonna get me. Did you get me, Thor? Well, he ran right past me. World's worst police dog. Google that. So we got done fishing for the day. Here we are sitting at the bar called Deep Water, which is a fantastic name for a bar, by the way. Deep Water. Oh yeah, we got stuck up in that deep water. We couldn't get out. It was terrible. Almost drowned. But we're gonna go fishing tomorrow on the river too for muskie. It should be really exciting. This is for the people that get real hammered in the bar and want to go drive a boat. They're like, okay, just go out there and start driving. This is the second part of our fishing adventure here. Actually, like a noob, I left the camera in the car today when we went fishing earlier. My brother actually caught about a 5.5 pound largemouth bass. It was absolutely huge. I caught some pretty awesome fish, so I was kind of bummed that I didn't have the camera with me. But right now we're gonna head out. We're gonna fish a little walleye tonight, and hopefully we can actually catch some. We've never caught any walleye in this lake, so it'll be a new adventure for us. We're gonna be using minnows, leeches, and a Vexilar, which is a depth finder, to find the deepest spot in the lake, and we're gonna kind of work up to a weed line, hopefully find about 8 to 10 feet of water, and use some bobbers to hopefully catch some walleye. But we'll see what happens. We're gonna fire up the motor here, pull in the minnow bucket, Take off. All right, guys, so we've been fishing out here for about an hour. We haven't really caught anything. Uncle Roger's been pulling in perch and sunfish. Some real nice sunfish there. But it's going pretty slow. The walleye are not biting so far. We kind of hit a snag in our plan when the Vexilar battery ran out and it wasn't working, so we weren't actually able to check the depth that we were fishing in, which is pretty important when you're walleye fishing. But right now I'm just dragging a bobber out there. About 8 feet deep, 6 to 8 feet deep. It has a leech on the jig, and hopefully we'll catch a walleye, but I don't know. I'm starting to get a little chilly, and I really need to poop, so I don't know how long this is going to work out.
Show them the tree line.
Roger says I should show you the tree line. Yep. There's the lake we're on in northern Wisconsin. It's an absolutely fantastic night. No one else is on the lake. We have this entire lake to ourselves, which is really cool. But the fish aren't biting, so that's kind of a bummer. What's going on, guys? John here. Yeah, driving the Bronco back to southern Minnesota. Now I'm effectively starting our trip back to California. My brother's driving my Honda back there. You can see him. He's got Uncle Roger in the car. We're all headed back down. We got to drop Uncle Roger off at the airport. Then I'm going to go pick up the dogs. And then I don't know what we're going to do. Probably hang out with Max and Sam. But I'm really excited. The Bronco is coming out to California. I'm going to have it 100% totally redone and restored. The outside is fantastic, but the engine needs a little bit of work. By the time I'm done with it, this is going to be a sweet little ride, even though it already is. So I'm really pumped on that. But I really need to focus on driving this because it's a monster of a car to drive. You just can't let it get away from you, or else you can really flip over and do some serious damage to yourself and the vehicle. So I won't be vlogging too much while driving. The only reason I'm vlogging right now is I'm driving 30 miles an hour down a back road. But I'm gonna hit the highway and we're gonna let the horses run, as Brooks and Dunn would say. But I had a fantastic trip at the cabin. I made some fishing videos. I actually forgot the camera in the frickin' cabin when Tom caught that 6-pound largemouth, so that was pretty disappointing that I didn't get to show you that, guys. I do have a picture of it that I'll throw up in the fishing vlog. And yeah, check out John's fishing channel. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be covering all sorts of stuff. We'll be fishing in California and hopefully, like I said, all over the world someday. But alright guys, so I'm about 30 minutes from home, right on the Wisconsin-Minnesota border, and I'm just cruising along, and well, they have a fireworks store here, and so I decided that I'd just stop. Look, it's like I'm driving in the entrance of like a really fancy place. Flags everywhere, fireworks. Gonna buy a couple fireworks to light off back in Minnesota, which is completely illegal, but it'll be really fun. So I got that going for me, and I'm just really excited to light out some big fireworks. Bronco's running awesome, and I'll see you guys next time I see you guys. I'll have some fireworks. Alrighty, so I am now in Minnesota. Woot woot! Got some fireworks in the back. Trust me, I'll show them to you. I asked the guy at the store, I was like, well, last time I had these, and let me tell you what, they were pretty awesome, but you know, I'd like something just a little bigger. And he's like, oh, no problem, you should try this. So he gave me a box of fireworks, and I was like, well, this looks pretty serious. I don't know, it's a lot of fireworks. You have anything maybe in between? And he gave me another one. He's like, well, these are kind of in between. They're pretty awesome. I was like, well, maybe, you know, we'll take some baby steps. I'll start with the in-betweeners. So I have some in-betweeners, which are bigger than the last ones, but not as big as the ones that I almost bought. But right now, the reason I'm actually vlogging is we're coming across the Mississippi River in Minnesota. I don't know if you know it or not, but it starts in Minnesota. Oh boy, driving this and vlogging is really sketchy, by the way. But I am only going 35 miles an hour. So we're gonna go over the Red Bridge, and you can see there's a blue bridge up there, and it used to be the blue bridge that went over the Mississippi River, and now they have the Red Bridge. So now there's two bridges, well, one bridge operational going over the river. I think the blue bridge is gonna be demolished and taken down. It's structurally insufficient. So you can see they built this big fancy red suspension bridge, and it's pretty cool. There's the mighty Mississippi River. You guys are all gonna love it. Sweet, sweet, sweet stuff. But we're in Minnesota. I'm about 20 minutes from home. I'm gonna meet up with my brother, and we're gonna decide whether or not we're gonna bounce up to the cabin and do some more fishing, or if we're just gonna hang out down here. So I will keep you guys informed. Oh man, look at this grease on my hands. So that truck going up the hill right there, two of the coolest guys I've ever met in my life. I don't even know their names. But I'm coming down the road here. I'm about 20 minutes from home, and the Bronco broke down. And I'm driving along, and it just kind of popped and sputtered and pulled over, and I was really nervous. I checked underneath. I didn't see anything leaking. No oil was coming out. There wasn't oil on the bottom of the car, but it wasn't starting. I switched over fuel tanks, still wasn't starting. You know, I'm kind of standing there, kind of scratching my head, about to call a tow truck, and these two guys, they pull over to the side of the road and back up to my car, and they've got their toolbox open. Before I even have a chance to turn around and say hi, you need any help? Because, you know, we know cars. And they had this thing running in about 5 minutes, and God bless Southern Minnesota rednecks, because they are awesome. They'll pull over and they'll give you help. If I was in California, nobody would have pulled over and helped me, and I probably would have needed to have the car towed. But they said that it was probably an inline clogged fuel line. They put about a cup of gas down the carburetor from their truck and lit it and started it up, and a huge flame came out. And it started right up, and it was purring right along. So I had a clogged fuel line. I was really, really nervous that maybe I'd blown some sort of gasket or oil pan, or I don't even know, throwing a rod, but I was just nervous. And the Bronco is running fantastic now. We're about 10 minutes from home. I'm looking forward to getting it into a mechanic and having him look it over just to make sure everything's looking good. But it happened so fast I didn't have time to vlog it. But yeah, thank you, you two people who fixed my car. I really appreciate it. There's my brother driving the Bronco. Yeah, we're taking the Bronco to the mechanic to get looked over, and you know, just basically take care of it before we take it out to California. But we took different routes to get to the mechanic, and I totally won. So yeah, we've decided that we're gonna go right back up to the cabin and continue fishing. We dropped Roger off at the airport. We're dropping the Bronco off at the mechanics, and then we're gonna hit the road running, as they say. Oh geez, I gotta get over.